up? Welcome back. It's Isabella Miranda here again.
And Caroline Lopez.
Welcome back to Tate Talk. And today's episode, we'll be talking about our theories about Season 7.
And what's going to happen.
So our first theory is about the character Ivy always being in the cult. Like, always has been
Since the beginning.
Since the beginning, yes. But the thing is that that's not my theory.
I think she has been since the beginning. I'm just saying, she had to be. Like, she was way too calm about it. Hey guys, and welcome back to Tate Talk. I'm Caroline Lopez.
And I'm Isabella Miranda.
And today we're going to be talking about episode recaps of everything that's happened in the last 5 episodes of American Horror Story Cult.
So let's start off with episode 1. Episode 1 is like your basic pilot episode of the season. You get introduced to all the characters, you learn their names, who's who, and you get a little bit about their personality and how they're gonna act, and you can actually foreshadow some episodes for yourself.
You kind of like see, you're gonna basically see how everyone is before you actually get to know them as a character. And you probably will be right in what you think about most of the characters, but some of them do surprise you.
Yeah. So episode 1 starts off with the 2016 presidential election. And as we all know, Donald Trump won.
Yikes.
Yikes, indeed. So let's start off with the two main characters, or some of the main characters, Ivy and Allie. They're both a lesbian couple who are happily married with a son. So when they are watching the election, they break down crying because Donald Trump won, and they fear for their lives.
They fear for their marriage and just having a home for their kids and being accepted in the community.
And then there's another main character, Kai Anderson. He is a very strong Republican, as we said back in episode 1 of our podcast.
That was really funny.
When this happened, when the election happened, he was
really excited about it.
He was so joyous. He was running around his apartment,
jumping up and down. Also, he was eating Cheeto Puffs, which was a time.
Yeah.
Real funny.
Cheeto Puffs are really good. I'm not going to complain about that.
I'm not going to complain about Cheeto Puffs, but what he does with the Cheeto Puffs is very...
he went a little crazy.
And he took the Cheeto Puffs to a blender, blended them up, and put them on his face, and gave himself a comb over, and then started talking like Donald Trump, and made his sister real mad.
Yeah, there's that. Episode 1 was a very interesting episode to start off the season.
Yeah. And, there's murder.
Yes, there was murder right away in the first episode.
Of the councilman who is friends with Ivy and Allie, and he gets murdered by the cult, and that's, the first real, example, one of the first real examples of the killings.
Yes, it's the first we get to see inside. And this is when we begin to wonder, who are these people?
Who is the cult? Who's in the... Well, I mean, you can tell who's in the cult by the first episode. At least one of the people that's in the cult. And just the episode just gives an overall, creepy vibe and, makes you want to find out what happens.
And you get to... In the first episode, you actually get to see a bit of a racist side of Kai.
Yikes.
He actually kind of... I wouldn't say terrorize
He harassed
these Mexican workers.
Called them wetbacks, and then they beat him up.
And he threw a bottle of urine at them, which was kind of disgusting.
Yeah, so they beat him up quite a bit.
So you get to see how crazy he actually is in this first episode.
But the reason he did that was so that he could run for councilman in the open seat, which he made vacant.
So, you get to see a little that. Episode 2.
In episode 2,